Good evening, all my precious metalheads out there. How we doing on a Tuesday evening, late afternoon? Hope your Labor Day weekend was phenomenal. Hope you were safe. Hope everyone got home okay. And, I hope everyone had a great time. Because that's what it's about, right? 3-day weekends, we take them where we can get them. Those of you who didn't get it, well, sorry. Fortunately, I did. And I just have been, obviously, like a lot of the rest of the community, took the 3 days, put a little balance on our lives, threw in some family, threw in some metal, as you can see here. And you can see here, obviously, I finally got the 4 South Korean Tigers, 2020. Love it. I was so excited about this. Only 33,000 of them minted worldwide. I think when these are gone, the value is going to go through the roof. Right now you're sitting at about $32 and change for these. Silver is trading right now after the day markets at $26.81 as of this recording. And how about that Dow Jones? Oh man, it got clobbered down today. Down 632 points. You know, when we see days like this on the Dow Jones, it instinctively, I don't know if it's me or maybe other people feel this way, as almost like it's the opposing team, because it's so rigged and manipulated. Like when we see a decent down day, big numbers, when they sink, like you almost want to cheer for it. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. But yeah, Dow Jones down 632 points. And so, what is it telling us? Well, I still think there's a lot of big players in the game that are cashing out some profits. The dollar's getting beat up. Precious metals were kind of flat today, all around. The dollar index was kind of flat. If anything, I think it went down just a couple of basis points. I mean, like a tenths, maybe 0.2 of a basis point. But I didn't really follow the dollar index today. But the euro did okay. But the gold and silver was pretty flat. It's been trading around $26, high 26s. It did cross the 27 every now and again, but it didn't stay up there for long. Gold's still kicking around 1940 if I remember right. Bouncing around that 1940 range. So, it's quite interesting when you're looking at it. And I found a little interesting news. Doing some homework and due diligence on my own. And I don't know, other than painting a really awesome picture for you, it doesn't really pertain to this right here, but the NASDAQ 500. Get this, okay? Let this sink in. I like to throw some fun facts out there and show those of you who may not believe me or just have a hard time or are some skeptics that might believe some of what the media says things are okay. Now do some digging on this if you don't believe it. The NASDAQ 500, without these 6 stocks, would be in the negative today. Okay? I'm going to tell you. They would be, the NASDAQ 500 as a whole would be in the negative range without these 6 stocks. 1, Microsoft. Number 2, Facebook. Number 3, Apple. Number 4, Netflix. Number 5, oh goodness, what was it? The last 2. I tried to memorize it shortly before I went recording. Not Tesla. Was it Tesla? No, it's technology. Apple. Heck, I don't remember now. Maybe I'll just make a really quick 30-second video when I remember the other 2, and I'll throw it back up here. But it's the 3 major tech stocks. And you can actually look it up on yourself, or for yourself. It will, if you just Google anything like NASDAQ 500 would be in the negative without 6 main tech stocks or something like that. Along those lines. I love how it'll know what you're talking about. It'll throw something along some headline at you from some random news source. But anyways, yes. Fact. And what are those 6 major stocks being funded by? Well, it sure the heck ain't my money and your money. Not unless you're playing into you got a lot of money to play into those. But Federal Reserve, folks. Federal Reserve. Federal Reserve, speaking of them, Republicans throw out a little skeleton bill for a new stimulus plan, and it's actually going to reduce the Federal Reserve's budget by about half. We'll see how that works out. So, anyways, back to our amazing silver here. If you can get this, like I said, it carries a little bit of a premium. I was looking at some more today, and you know, I am my own little central bank. I didn't jump on it. By the way, another amazing day to buy. If you can afford to buy, not even just these, get some rounds. They're under, depending on where you look, they're around $30. Something I've even found some for $29. I believe it was at JM Bullion. It was 29, high 29s. But I don't know how much 20 cents is to you. But we're always trying to get the most out of our value. Another green day to buy for our end. Metals kind of in the reddish day. So if you're able to, fractionals, half ounces, full ounces, whatever your wallet can. Chinese is getting ready to dump off some of the U.S. treasuries, the debt that they own, and it's going to make this stuff go up big time. Gold and silver, precious metals in general are going to go up. We don't want China to dump our debt. And how big of a threat is that? They're talking about it could be weaponized, but I don't see that as of yet. They own roughly around $1.7 trillion of our debt in treasury notes and bonds and things like that. And when they threaten things like this, they're threatening about $9 billion to, well, it's not even a threat, but it's just something that they're wanting to do to bring in some of their own, to cash out, if you will. And if they do that, I don't see the big threat yet to that for us. I call it a small amount, but compared to the trillions it is. When they do that, I think there's going to be buyers left and right to pick up those sales of the treasuries and the debt. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm not on the same playing field of the knowledge to share with you about that. I'd have to dig into a little bit more. But I do know, and I read about it, that in this case, that China could just totally liquidate all their U.S. debt, their own debt, and it could really hurt us. And the end result would be that gold and silver is going to really pop when that happens. It's not going to be the end-all say-all for gold and silver, obviously, when that's the breakout going to go up to 4 digits. But it's definitely going to increase, okay? Just keep an eye on that. It hasn't happened yet, but it's in the talks, and we'll see what... I don't expect the mainstream media to tell you about it much, but stay tuned, and I'll keep you up informed about that. And there's some more information. I really got a lot, and I don't want this video to go terrifyingly long. I gotta get to work, but I did want to check in with you after the last 3 days. It's been quite a bumpy ride, but it's been an exciting ride for silver stackers and even them gold bugs. We've had some prices that have stayed relatively stagnant, and if your budget's willing to let it, go out and get some more today before it's too late, because time's not our friend anymore. And the prices sure aren't getting any better unless you consider, like we are today, 26s, which might be the best we're going to get for a while. Unless we have another major pullback, and I don't know what that would do. The secrets are running out. All the tricks and the smoke screens are almost pointless anymore. Technology, internet, people with phones, everyone's monitoring everything anymore. It's hard to really play secrets with people anymore. But they're still going to try. But anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. Quit babbling, because after a while I just start rambling on and on, repeat myself. So I am going to get my booty to work. Put on some good music in my earphones. I'm feeling, I don't know. What do you think? Some Rolling Stones, Zeppelin? I don't know. It usually comes to me right before I start. But anyway, y'all have a great rest of your night. Glad you enjoyed your weekend. And I will talk to you soon, okay? Heavy Metal Noise, gonna say adios. Later.